sitting here with Patrick, Elie, worker of Snafu, special,
Yes.
on website.
Yeah,
A big interest on D-Day.
yeah,
Yeah.
long time ago. Because I was born near Paris, but my parents came to Normandy when I was a young boy, and I don't remember exactly when. I remember only always living in Normandy. And when I was young, I used to visit many times the D-Day Museum at Orange. It began like that. I was always interested in the Normandy landings, and after, with the opportunity of the internet, I began to make extensive research in order to put on a website and explain, perhaps educate also many people about all the parts of the landing, from the east side, Merville Battery, to the west side, American paratrooper. Sorry. And it began like that. I began my website in 1998. The Snafu, he realized the glider before the landing zone,
Okay.
because it was everybody will be killed, perhaps.
Yes.
So the glider made its landing. The pilot was captured, and the Snafu went back. Only 3 planes went back to Orléans, and 2 went back to Orléans, and the third one was made a forced landing near Varennes in France, on the way back to Bastogne.
Okay.
From Bastogne.
Yeah.
And the Snafu was badly damaged. We have 20 millimeter shells in the left wing, and horizontal stabilizer, also in the rudder. There were bullet holes in the propellers, The tanks were leading fuel, and
Money from the government, everything
nothing.
is.
At the beginning, when we found the plane and when we bring her back from Bosnia, we have subvention and some money from the department and the government to help the operation. But the main money came from donors. There is a panel outside which lists the name of all the donors for the operations. He landed on the green, on the grass, on the bare wheels, and by this time James Harper was shocked. Now you call that post-traumatic.
Of course.
And he never flew in combat after that.
After that,
Yeah. He was transferred to the 439 troop carrier group, but he flew only during resupply mission, but on friendly territory, never in combat. He didn't make varsity. And after that was other pilots who flew the Snafu Special. Mainly Henri Morland, who went here for the ceremony, dedication ceremony. And that's the story of the plane in World War II. After that, James Harper he never flew again. It was too difficult for him, and too bad souvenir from the war.
Yeah. You get donations for visitors too?
Yeah,
Visit.
visitors. There is a small box just at the entrance of the plane. If the visitors want to put a coin of a note.
Do you think it's enough to buy things to restore the plane?
Yes, actually, we with the donations we are able to maintain, and now we have not many things to buy. We approach to the end of the path to be
Near the goal.
Yeah.
When you look at the plane and when you go inside the plane, I must say that the work you have done and your team is absolutely fantastic. It looks new.
Yeah.
I don't have the knowledge, of course, as you do, and I haven't studied pictures and so on. But it's absolutely fantastic. But what are the pilots saying when they are here in modern time? For example, Mr. Pegram last year.
When also Eugene came 2014.
Yes.
He said that we have done a good job. Do not say a fantastic job, because the plane looks like it was just outside the factory.
Yeah.
But we wanted at the beginning it was just the goal was just to display the plane outside. In 2009 I received an email from a museum in California, and they told us that they have seen the story of the plane.
Yes.
And some pictures, and that they have a C-47 at their museum, and they have also instruments which were not working, but in good shape, but not working, and they never used them again. They asked us if we were interested to have these instruments. So I said, yeah, why not? Yes, of course. So they put the instruments in package, and they send us all the instruments like that, free of charge, no shipping, nothing too. Let's go, it's for you. And there were around 30 instruments from the main panel, and we began with the idea to perhaps restore the plane inside. allowed the visitor to climb inside and to see how they were displayed in 1944 or 1945 during the war. It began like that, and because we have all the manuals from the planes, maintenance manuals, parts catalog with all the reference and this thing. I began because I was in charge of to find the material inside.
Friend.
No, but I think it's just a memory.
Yes, forgot it.
Because you have the two sets of radio in this plane. Two sets of radio that it's called the liaison antenna, this part, and this one is the command set, liaison set and command set. This part is for the long range radio, transmitter, receiver. This one is the receiver, this one is the transmitter. So they must have the two if they want to talk. And it's the same thing here, also transmitter and receiver. So you must have all the parts if you want to communicate with the base. And this part, and you have the tuning antenna depending on the frequency used. You have 7 tuning antenna, 4 just behind the bulkhead, 2 here and the 7-1 here. It's for the transmitter, and this one the receiver. You have also the antennas. You have 2 antennas on the top of the plane, one for the liaison set, one for the command set, and for your liaison set you have also a training antenna with a weight which is under the plane, and you can deploy more than 2050 feet of wire under the plane. And it's this part. It's this part. You can go out. Now it's working. No? Oh, out. That you have the white which is going to the ground.
Yeah, okay.
And the white is just for the test with the antenna. And the white arrive on the ground.
There is so many details in the plane.
Yeah.
Have you found everything on eBay, or have you produced something by studying pictures?
We have just the only things which was produced, that's the litter bags which are on the top side of the fuselage.
Yes.
We have pictures, and we have the emplacement of the lift the dot on the plane. So we took the dimension and I gave the pictures with dimension of the bag we wanted to a guy who made RoPro.
Okay.
Also we have just the main cabin, the part for the hot air and ventilation, which is on the top of the cabin. It's also self-made.
Okay.
All the other parts we found them: the radio, the navigation station.
And the toilet in the back is
the toilet. The urinal is a copy from an original.
Okay.
And it was a guy in Rochefort, in France, near La Rochelle, who made the RoPro fiberglass.
Yeah. Okay.
How many are you working on the plane now? And how much do you work, Patrick, and your crew members with the plane?
Oh, actually, I will be retired in 1 year and a half. And at my work, I have some accommodation for the last 3 years of my work. So I can be with the other friends. Each Thursday afternoon, we come to the plane to work inside, to speak also, so to speak together sometime, and we spend all the Thursday afternoon working or speaking about the planes, and at the same time, visitors of the battery, they are able to climb inside the plane.
Perfect. Yeah.
At the beginning, it was also the same thing. When we began to buy the different instruments on radio, we have the radio, the big white one, and we shipped them to the commanding officer of the 440 at Hope. After one year, he put all the stuff in a C-130 and send the stuff to Ramstein in Germany, and two guys from Ramstein, they came with a truck to bring us all the material we bought on eBay. Only, I will say, 6 people to work on the plane.
Okay. And the name of the plane, Snafu, is it from the crew or?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
When they received the plane, they named her.
Do you know who
Snafu
named
Space,
it?
yeah. The crew, the whole crew.
How many from the crews have been back here to look at the plane and what? Or the pilots?
Well, two pilots came here and see the airplane. The other member of the crew are died, unfortunately, and there are also members of crew we don't find them during our search. It's not easy to, but the combat crew, none of them see the plane because Henri and Eugène didn't flew the plane in combat.
They didn't?
No, they have their own plane. It was just an opportunity, perhaps during their plane was in maintenance or there is a Snafu special to know about. And Henri flew the plane because his plane was shot down during the Baston mission. He was not at the controls, but his plane was at this time was shot down. So he used after the Snafu, but not during varsity. He flew another plane during varsity.
And Eugene is a noble.
And Jean, he flew the plane in April. One in the GRE because I cannot only speak about that. In the GRE, we found him one time flying the plane in April 1945 and the second time in June 1945. But he was right wing man of the Snafu on D-Day in his own plane. And same group, same squadron.
Okay.
And he's the only pilot who is still alive. Eugene.
Yeah, that's all. Henri died in January 2014.
And the plane, was it used basically for a troop carrier or was it also for supplies sometimes?
All the things.
All the things.
The C-47 from all the group were used. I will say that the paratroop drops were just a small thing in the life of the pilot, and
yes,
perhaps the most dangerous thing, but just a small thing because they flew every day, bringing supplies from one airfield to another one, and bringing wounded, everything, fuel,
yes,
material. They flew. We have, at the end of the war, the GRE are more important, and we have flights every day. Every day you have the crew with what they made, fly from this airfield to this one,
yes,
bringing supply, carrying personnel, everything.
Everything.
And you have 5 airborne operations at the same time during the war. But that was at this time they were over enemy territory. That's not.
And do you have any new projects coming in the future? Another plane or something else?
No. We have this one to take care for this one.
Yes.
It's already a big things, a big challenge to maintain here because, like you can see, we are close to the sea here, and we have some problems with corrosion. We must take care about that.
How do you do with the winter? When the winter comes here to Normandy with the plane, how do you...
Do you cover it?
Outside. No, she's always outside.
Yes.
But she spent 70 years outside, but not close to the sea like that. So it's dangerous. It's dangerous for her.
Yeah.
And before, until 1980, she was flying. But now it's finished, so it's more dangerous. There is a project because the field which is just behind us was bought by the Merville Battery Museum, and the project is to build new bâtiments for the accueil and a new bâtiment hangar for the plane to protect her, but it will take a long time, I see.
Well, thank you for the time you took with us.
No problem.
To interview and tell us about you and the story about the plane and the D-Day interest and everything. Thanks for all the information.
Thank you for
a lot of people are gonna watch. Is it okay if we put it
I
out?
want also to thank you for your donation for the plane.
It's okay. We want
Every year.
Yes, I know that.
We want people. We got a real interest about
Yeah.
D-Day now. When we be honest, but we want people to come here because this is real. This is real, and it's volunteer. So we want this to go out to people who want to watch it and come here and see it.
We are all volunteer here to open the plane, and all the members of the association.
Yeah.
No one is paid. Only volunteers. It's best thing.